Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of March 30th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And all you have to do is show up at 4. Also, make sure to leave a comment down below. I'm giving away a free personal reading this week like I do every week. All you have to do is leave a comment down below to enter. Gemini, let's see what's going on for you. This deck, I realize, is upside down. I don't read reversals, just so you know, Gemini. But let's see here what is going on for you. You have amazing cards. So it looks like an amazing week for you here, Gemini. I really like it a lot. So let's see. I'm pulling 2 Oracle cards as well this week. You have these 2 cards here. It says Buy the Book and Serendipity as well. I literally feel like this is just saying something is going to go exactly as you expect it to go, which is very much the opposite energy of what everybody else is dealing with. It's funny, I just did Aries reading and I was talking to Aries about Neptune and Pisces. Neptune and Pisces and plus Uranus and Taurus as well. Both planets kind of have a certain energy about them where maybe we have a certain dream or a certain goal that we want to achieve, but we could be kind of like we could be achieving it, but just not the way we think. So pretty much nothing is going according to plan. So that's what I would say here. And obviously, due to recent events, I'm sure nothing is going according to plan. But I feel like this right here is just saying for you this week, things are just working out. And it's just that simple. And you have a lovely week. You start off with the 9 of Cups here and the 9 of Swords. This is past, present, future, by the way. That's how I do these 9 card spreads. 9 of Cups, some sort of wish or wish fulfillment. 9 of Swords, something not going your way. But again, it's coming up in the past. I would have to say, looking at this side of things from the present to the future, it looks like things will be kind of like going more your way. So 9 of Cups is like some sort of wish coming in for you here. And I feel like that's going to be really good. But 9 of Swords, I feel like it's saying something in the past maybe didn't work out for you. Or you could have had, to me, I feel like saying on this first row here, I feel like saying specific challenge. So it's like maybe you have been challenged in business for your entire life, literally the entire time that you've been in work or business. Maybe you've had a specific challenge in love. Like maybe you always pick people who are players, but maybe they don't seem like players, right? Maybe when you meet these people, they seem really nice and all this other stuff. But I feel like there's some sort of specific challenge that you're overcoming with the rest of these cards here, and I love it. Next, you have the World card here and the 4 of Wands. So I feel like there's a certain level of freedom coming in for you here, Gemini, and I think that's going to be really good. So I like that. For some of you, maybe you're finally able to get out into the world. Like I said to Aries, due to current circumstances, I feel like it's been very difficult, of course, to get out there and to get into socialize and all those other things. Yes, I totally understand that. But I feel like maybe things are freeing up. Maybe you're getting out there. Again, we can still go outside. There's no reason we can't go outside and walk around, enjoy nature and things like that. And that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting here. I feel like some of you just need to get out, or you just want to get out with these cards. For some of you, definitely could be moving as well. You have the 8 of Wands, Chariot. You have this World card, so some of you could be moving or traveling. For others, I feel like this is just like dating. I feel like you've been looking for someone to marry. Next, you have the Emperor card and the Page of Wands. I do feel like some of you have been dealing with a fire sign in love, so I do feel like some of you could be dealing with a fire sign. You've had fire coming up every single week for a very long period of time. You've also had water showing up quite a few times as well, and you have water down here. So I feel like it could be a fire sign or water sign coming in love. For others, I feel like this is just like feeling more free. Again, I feel like this right here, this whole first row is a very strong desire for freedom. If we take this diagonal up to this Chariot here, it's like we have the Emperor, the Page of Wands. The Emperor, like very stiff, very rigid, very by the book type of energy. 10 of Wands, wanting to release the burdens that come with, strict by the book energy. Chariot, wanting to make your own choices. I feel like this is saying you are making changes so that you can make your own choices in life. It's plain, pretty simple. Next, you have the 8 of Wands here. Queen of Swords, you taking back your authority. Love it. Gemini, this is you. Eight of Wands, control. Eight of Wands is success, good news, and it's also like quick success. So I feel like things are happening for you very quickly. Queen of Wands to me is the step before authority, but I feel like for some of you, it's just saying you are taking control of your life with this Chariot here. So it's like, I feel like you're doing things that you want to do here, Gemini. And like I said, I feel like this whole thing is saying, it's almost like you are removing authority from your life, but it's like you're becoming your own authority. So in a lot of ways, I feel like you're taking your personal power back. It's very weird. I mean, the readings for this week, you are one of the last readings that I'm doing this week. And the readings this week have all been very personal. And I think that's because, again, we can't socialize right now. And we can't get out there and all that other stuff. So I feel like we're forced to face ourselves in a lot of ways. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords can kind of be like a card of facing a shadow almost. It's like a card of waking up from a nightmare. But it's like this person is still fearing what they were dreaming of because, they have woken up on that card. So in a lot of ways, it's like feeling like you're in a nightmare, feeling like you were dreaming about something, feeling like you were having a nightmare, and then waking up and still being in the nightmare. So I feel like some of you are just kind of like taking your personal power back here and really deciding like what controls you and what doesn't. Next, you have the Ten of Wands here and the King of Cups. Love it. King of Cups is like more positive emotions returning to your life. Definitely could be a water sign coming in for love, by the way, for you. The Ten of Wands is a card of like coming to the end of a very long journey, and being exhausted, being tired, but also being at the point where it's like you're about to put down these wands. You are about to release this heavy burden. I always say, like, a lot of people come at me because I always say that the Ten of Wands represents releasing a burden. And everybody's always like, no, it means that he's carrying a burden. I'm always like, no, tens are endings. Tens are a conclusion. So it says you are coming to the end of this long journey. It doesn't say you're still carrying this burden. It's like you have a choice whether or not you hold this or not, whether you release it or not, right? So that's what I feel here. King of Cups, happy emotions coming in for you. Next, Seven of Wands here and the Death card. I'm getting Defiance on this card for some reason. I like to call this pissed off for greatness is what I'd say to you, Gemini. So to me, being pissed off for greatness is like when we get that righteous kind of indignation, feeling where we are just like, you know what? No, I'm not going to settle. I feel like this whole reading is just you not settling. I feel like it's just like you saying, no, I want things done a certain way. It's like you make that decision and then boom, things happen by the book. So this could be in love, this could be in business, could be in any area of your life, but that's what I'd say to you. Next, you have the Chariot and the Four of Swords, some sort of victory after a break. So the Four of Swords to me represents becoming very close to your dream life. He's dreaming. Look, it's like you go from the nightmare to a positive dream. There's a stained glass window at the top of the Four of Swords, which probably won't focus on this camera, but there's a stained glass window up here. It's like representing his dream life that he is dreaming about while he's resting. So it's like, yeah, we've had this period of restriction, but you're also kind of like getting a period of rest, relaxation. Maybe it's allowed you to think about your life. Maybe it's allowed you to dream or come up with better ideas. Could be anything. Next, you have the Six of Wands and the Five of Cups. Yeah, there's an element of sadness in every single reading that I've done this week. I feel like people could be releasing a lot of stuff here, Gemini. People could be releasing certain things that they thought they wanted. And, there's definitely like that energy. I talked about it in the Aries reading. Again, not to talk too much about myself, but I'm getting rid of all my stuff, like pretty much everything I own. And, I'm doing this because, people have asked me, like, are you minimalist? No. I don't even like the idea of minimalism necessarily because there are things that I enjoy having. But at the same time, I don't want things to control me. And I feel like a lot of people are having that realization. Like if you told me if you told me last year that I'd be getting rid of like almost everything that I own, I would have said you're absolutely crazy. So, I feel like a lot of people could be going through this at this time, and that's why I'm telling you. So there could be sadness. And again, there is sadness. There are things that I have been hesitating to get rid of. It's like, we have attachments to things that we don't even realize we have attachments to. It's a very weird feeling, but I feel like a lot of people could be feeling that, and that's why I'm telling you this. Six of Wands, success though. Next, you have the Five of Cups, or the Page of Cups here in the Tower. This could be like a surprise love offer for some of you. I always say, I look at the Tower as a good card. To me, the top of the Tower has to fall away anyway. It's considered to be like a card of upheaval and disaster and all this other stuff. But to me, the top of the tower has to fall away anyway. It's like something has to happen, because we have to rebuild the tower. It's weak in the first place. This could be a breakup for some of you here. You have the Death card here, this Five of Cups as well. So some of you could be going through a breakup, but at the same time, I feel like it's like new love right away. For others, I feel like this could just be, again, a realization. I feel like there is some sort of realization this week for you about what your dream life actually is. So I feel like a lot of you could be feeling that. Yeah, Nine of Wands, the Temperance card. I feel like you're being very patient at this time. It's like you're not giving up on something here with this card. Yeah, the Star, Ace of Wands, your dream life, passionate new beginning. So I feel like you're like moving towards more passion in your life, more success. Yeah, boom. Between Two Worlds card. I'm trying to see if it's focusing on this camera, but it's not. But this Between Two Worlds card, I feel like you're like in this in-between transition time. And I feel like things are changing. I feel like things are changing for everybody, not just you. But I definitely feel like things are changing, but probably for the better. Things working out more for you is what I'd say. This card says, if I haven't seen this card yet, it says chop wood. I feel like for a lot of you, that kind of like just doing things, like, kind of like taking action on things, doing the basic things around your house and all that other stuff could give you this like meditation time with this Four of Swords here, Gemini. I always tell people, it's like, it sounds crazy, but it's like sometimes if I'm going crazy, if I'm going nuts, if I can't think of like what I want to do or what I want to work on, like literally doing chores, it kind of like allows me to leave my brain and allows me to, and it kind of is almost like a meditation experience. And I feel like that's what this card is saying for you, is like doing the just mundane tasks. If you're having a hard time like thinking about what you want to work on, what you want to do with your life or whatever, I feel like doing those mundane tasks like the dishes or, sweeping your floor or something like that, it kind of puts you in that space where you can like meditate almost, and it could provide some answers. And I feel like that's what that's saying. So interesting reading here, Gemini. It looks really good. So thank you for watching, Gemini. I really appreciate it. I will be back at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, of course, but thank you and enjoy your week.